Hello, everyone, and welcome to Songwoven. I am your ever handsome, ever present Tim Don Tran. You know, I looked in the mirror this morning, and I looked at the mirror and I said, "That is quite the handsome, daring man there." I began massaging all of my facials and all of the follicles that accompany it. And I was like, yes, this man is fit to be a DM, a dashing masseuse.
Oh, boo. Boo.
Can we please introduce ourselves to Most Fabulous?
Most to most.
Most to most.
Whoa.
It's a hard one, Jenny.
Hi, I'm Jenny Sherrard. I used to have hair that was down till you can't even see on the camera, and I cut it in Canada a couple months ago, like down to here. Since we're talking about hair, I play Cecilia Idlewood. She has longer hair than me.
Cecilia has longer hair than you?
Yes, she's got pigtails.
Aw, that's right. She does have little pigtails. I didn't know your hair was down to your butt. That's cool.
Yeah,
And
not
I'm
anymore.
Emma Moscow. I am a player character or playable chaos here on Songwoven. I play Jean-Claude, whose hair is much shorter than mine. Very, very short and curly.
My hair is also very short. I have laid down the challenge for chat, so that's kind of
Blowing up.
that's kind of, laying down a challenge for chat. You're just kind of asking for it, but who knows? That maybe surprise me. I am the wielder of a bum ass haircut right now, but I'm not gonna show it on stream. Much like much like a really cool trading card reveal on the internet, it takes time and also strangely a lot of money to reveal me just one card. So get to work, 50 followers before the end of the stream, and then I'll take off my little cap right here and really embarrass myself.
The dog.
Dog.
Sorry, there's a dog barking in the background.
I loved just seeing the dog look down the stairs and then.
I know you're holding a dog.
I'm holding a dog. Okay, but I don't want to interrupt our stream. But yes, the hair.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it on the announcement. Anyone else got anything to say?
5 followers away.
So close.
I will not end the stream when we get 50 followers. I promise, by the way.
Another dog.
Yeah, apologies. This is Emma Travel Edition, so you get to see all of the animals.
Do you know that dog?
I like to think they just like keep going infinitely until just another dog down the stairs until you're surrounded by dogs.
Only two, but they are present.
What's that movie called? Like Dog Hotel or whatever? Like a long time ago, where a bunch of kids around is like a super big like hotel full of dogs.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Emma's doing that, but she's soloing it. It's just all these dogs.
All
All right.
You want to play D&D? It's time to play, Moose. Let's play.
Moose.
Moose.
All right. With that said, why don't one of us, no nosies, not me, give a recap of what happened during the last session?
Oh my god. So much happened. Oh. Jenny, how did it start off? We were arrested.
I have notes. Yes, we were arrested, and Claude, and make Timmy give the recap. Hey Timmy, I've got a pen.
I'm the DM, the dashing masseuse, not the misogynist.
Not a misogynist. He said that, just so you know, in a different D&D game, he was trying to say, what do you call someone who massages people? And he was like, a misogynist? And I was like, a masseuse?
Not really. I would hope not. I would hope you're a
That was
masseuse.
one of my worst slip-ups ever. I can't.
I don't know.
We laughed about it
Titty
for
was good,
forever.
too. Hootie Titty was very good.
But we got arrested, and Claude and Stellar were not happy about it. No one was happy about it, but they were very vocally unhappy about it. And Sir Aldemore, who's a loser, and his first name is Bran, by the way.
Bran Aldemore.
Bran Aldemore. He went and took Cecilia for questioning and was kind of mean to her. And then he took Claude in for questioning next. And then he had to leave the room for something. So Claude disguised himself with disguised self as Sir Aldemore and started screaming at the guards, who then let us go and then distracted them while we escaped. So we escaped, but Claude was still stuck. He went back to the fortune teller, and the fortune teller said something about, like, okay, so it's your brother is the one who betrays, and it either recently happened or will soon happen.
Yep.
So then Claude gets arrested, but we get saved by Viola, who is acting in the interest of her deity Balder, who she was inspired to.
Cecilia.
Yeah, but because the Androsphinx also was a servant of Balder and returned to come help us, Augustus the Androsphinx, and enlisted her help to get Claude back to us. And Augustus is also coming with us for the trip from now on. And we are also... there was also a moment where Celia took out the moon shards and Jaime, had a reaction to it. So we think that Jaime is a werewolf.
Our fan theory, our player fan theory is that he's a werewolf.
Maybe he's just allergic.
And we were all like, hey guys, we're gonna sleep, but let's all talk about everything because there are a lot of questions. And that was most of it.
Trying to think of what else, because so much happened so quickly.
I think those are the big things.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's good.
Absolutely. Oh gosh, I just thought of the perfect merch idea. Way down the line. A little bag has a cat plushie and a little skull and a little vial of slime with Charles on it.
I was literally thinking of buying the Squishmallow. There's like a Squishmallow lich. I was thinking of buying that, making Charles, and then getting a little black cat plushie, and so then you'll have all three, Augustus, Charles, and Aphius.
Oh gosh, there used to be a website where you could record on a little talk box and send it to someone. Put that in Aphius. I'll be like, Charles, you bitch, when you squeeze it.
I want them so bad. That's what I want for merch. That's what I want.
All right, everyone. With that said, shall we dive headfirst into yet another game of Dungeons and Dragons?
First.
Oh, okay.
Feet first. Just in case, we already had almost a case of drowning.
Wrong lever.
Wrong lever.
So, chat said I angered them, which is really funny because I really do care about what their feelings are. So,
feelings are valid, chat.
No, they're not. As our heroes, as our two fledgling adventurous souls, make their trek through their first major town. Going through many of the checklists of what an adventuring party would do, which is start a tavern fight and stir up trouble with the local law enforcement, and escape prison all in one night. Our two fledglings escape Woldekheim, escape in the clutches of Sir Aldemore, the Burgomeister, which I did not say in the stream because everyone make fun of it for Burgermeister. The Burgomeister.
Meister Burger from You're Without a Santa Claus. Or no, Santa Claus is coming to town. That's the movie.
The Burgomeister of Woldekheim, Watchmaster Sir Aldemore, who is in charge of civil protection. leaving with a few of their items intact. Jean-Claude sadly having lost his
My axe!
his axe. At least you have your armor and your dignity.
I don't even have new armor. I have old armor.
You still need to get the new armor.
My axe.
Do we assume, and you can say anything you want here, do we assume that you put your money with Cecilia's money in the bag of holding?
I would assume so.
You would assume so? Okay. Absolutely. Because the bag of holding holds the money good, and you can trust Cecilia, right? You can trust this person you tried to arrest on the first few minutes you met her.
2 days ago.
I mean, I've been keeping track of my own money, but I can put it in. I have 79 gold pieces, but I can put it in with your stuff if you want.
And I do have an axe in the bag of holding, at least, because that's what I used to cut our chains.
Good point. Is it a battle axe?
Jimmy?
I
What
believe
kind of
it's
axe
one
is
of the weapons you had with your starting equipment.
I don't think so.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
it
a
is.
big
It's one of the Domira's weapons.
Great.
Yeah.
So I lost my axe from many moons ago, but I get a new one.
An actual like great axe. Absolutely. Okay, well, no real big losses there, despite some other things in your inventory, but you'll be able to recuperate them, no doubt. However, the bigger loss here is absolutely Stellar and Jaime, who lost their collective bag of holding. And Stellar lost her loot and weapons, so they are very bare at the moment, but are still traveling with the two of you. Just now, conversations and questions still do linger in the air. And the present situation of the current group, if it's even going to stay together for the long run, is up in question. Now, where we last left off, our two adventurers here, traveling through the Apricus fields, ready to move themselves out of the region. We are currently situated on Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude, you maneuver the wagon throughout the late parts of the night and you are beckoned by the early calls of birds as you see the sun begins to rise. You have traveled far enough where you begin to witness sloping, sort of like twisty, turny pathways that eventually beholden you into the crowned Jackal Valley. Now a valley that the two of you know is this is a well traveled place. So no dangers as far as you know. The paths are wide, and they do go up and down like slopes, and there is this loud sort of rolling valley before you. But as long as you don't fall down, which is supposedly very easy, then this should be a piece of cake. The thing that's getting you right now is directions.
Did I get a long rest real quick? Sorry.
Yes. I'll go ahead and say
Thank God.
Long rest is not 7 hours of straight sleep, though it is for me in real life. 7 hours of light activity. You are accompanied in your awoken state by Jaime. Jaime, however, doesn't seem to be too talkative at the moment, still mulling over the events of last night and keeping to himself. He has a small, hourglass-shaped gourd that he hasn't taken too many drinks out of. Jean-Claude, you begin maneuvering through the crowned Jackal Valley, and your directions. It's hard to pin it what's on the map and what's going on. As far as you know, you're supposed to go straight. Give me a quick survival check. Survival.
Survival. Because that's
Survival.
what I'm best at. That's gonna be a sweet, sweet nat one. I know
Okay.
exactly where I'm going.
There comes a point where you sort of meet like an ant-shaped road with 6 different cross sections and 6 different ways to go. You don't exactly remember what town you're supposed to go. You do look at the map, but none of them correlates. You're supposed to go to Velvetide. But that's still a bit away. None of these signs have Velvetide on there. So you go ahead and you just kind of like pick a direction. You don't close your you don't cover your eyes and just you can just pick away.
No, not at all. That's not at all what he would do.
Jean-Claude, you're befuddled. You see that there are many signs of civilization, wheels rolling along the roads. Many people have come through here, and the tracks cover each other up, and it becomes even more confusing. You have no idea where to go. I'll say by this point, Cecilia, the shaking of the wagon, the new rough terrain, and the new going down and up. You're not in flat, super cool terrain anymore. You're on something else. I would say you wake up definitely, feeling rested, but you don't have that really nice bit of rest at the end there. So you just kind of like wake up a bit groggy to look at your new surroundings. And Jean-Claude paused at a huge crossroads.
He goes and peeks over and goes, "Good morning.
Good morning.
How far are we?"
We are pretty far. We're almost there. I am just taking in the view for a moment. You know, the path of life and the roads that we take are so mysterious and vast. And like right now, I'm overwhelmed with the these feelings of choice and
Maybe
destiny.
it's a good chance for you two to get some sleep.
No, this is an old man's contemplation. Yes. And he's just looking at each of the roads.
Is there a
Trying
nice view
to
here,
appear
Timmy?
calm.
She's looking to see the view. How's the view, Timmy?
Ironically, not the best part of the valley. It was really nice at the top, but you're like somewhere at the bottom, so the nice view, like the skylines and stuff, is blocked by the large valleys. You're on like a wet dirt road right now.
It's a nice valley.
Yes, you see, we must find beauty in anything, Mrs. Celia, as we have come across 6 roads, 6 different paths and lives and journeys. The road that you take.
May I insight check?
Yeah, you can absolutely insight check.
14.
You can give me a deception or a
win
performance check.
I think it's more so performance at this point. Just he's just, oh no!
This guy is
Funny.
slinging. He is contemplating. He's an old man.
Philosophizing.
He's an old man at the end of his life, finally realizing the beauties of nature.
Yes. I just think, they often say that it is not so much the destination, but the journey is the most important part. And like this is a great example. You know, we have a destination. I got 23 insane.
Cecilia's nodding, being respectful.
You know, and it is
Normally, I would agree with you, brother, but you can tell me if this is correct, but are you lost?
Am I lost? I think, Jaime, we are all lost in a way. You know, we are constantly. There is a dog interrupting my monologue about being lost. We are constantly. I'm sorry.
Wolf.
Anyway, we are constantly lost in this world, and yes, I am lost. I'm a lost person.
Well, you know, those who wander are never lost. He's saying this out loud so Cecilia can hear it.
Do you want me to look at the map?
Oh, there's no.
You may cruise it. You may look at the map if you'd like. I mean, by all means, please do.
She checks the map.
Go ahead and give me a Go ahead and give me a survival check or goodness gracious or an investigation check.
I'll do investigation. 7 because I rolled a nat 2.
We're not getting
Yikes.
past it. We're not getting
Is
past
Jaime
the valley
helping?
We're not getting past these roads.
Does Jaime feel like helping me?
today. He is holding the map. He just goes, you could probably read this better than me. Can you, we're right here. Okay, yeah, go ahead, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, how we doing?
Oh.
21 with advantage.
See, thank you, Jaime, for stepping up to the plate.
He does point with the finger. He goes, we're over here, I believe. So, and you managing to focus, you see the winding paths, and you see that you are supposed to go on the path that goes towards Garradale. But there are other villages here as well, and you see that there are there's a few other ones that one's marked on the map, specifically by Delmira. Another pathway, it does lead to a place called Warlington, and it's circled by Delmira as like a supply stop. But it does stray off the path where you need to go for a bit.
Well, it looks like we're supposed to go down that way. But we can also go off a bit if we need to get supplies, which we might need to, considering you got your guys' bag of holding.
Yeah, right. That's a shame. And you see Stellar, who was still sleeping, just goes, "Oh, damn it, yeah." Just now waking up. Goes, "We don't even have like any money to like restock on anything, so."
Well, I mean, I'll help you, of course.
You could take a loan.
I was just going to give.
A loan with
Enough money.
5% interest per month.
I was just going to give them enough money to get their stuff.
Why?
Because it was kind of our fault that their bag got taken.
Fair. Was it? How about this? It would be a gift. A gift of goodwill.
It would be greatly appreciated. Says I can speak for the both of us to say we'll just spend what we need and we pay you back as soon as possible.
You don't have to pay it back. It's okay.
Hey,
No.
hey. I'm with the captain on this one. And that took a lot for me to say.
Whoa! That is a lot for you to say, shimmer of the stars.
How are you always like 50% incorrect in everything you say?
If I am 50% incorrect, that means that 50% of that is correct. And I will take those odds any day.
You said of the stars,
still-
and that's good enough. But
Isn't 50% an F on like a test?
That is not thinking positively, Cecilia. I see it as a failure is an opportunity to learn. Did I get Fs on all of my tests in school? Absolutely. And I took that, each of them, as an opportunity to learn.
And you did better next time?
Sure. Yes. Yep.
How
And
about
I'm
I
the-
drive so that you guys can get some rest?
You know what you should? You handle the horses well. You should spend some time observing the roads and getting familiar with your surroundings. It is important for any cadet to do that.
I agree.
please take the reins, Cecilia.
Please do us all a favor, Cecilia. Take the reins.
She hops up front.
You go ahead and hop up front. And where are the two of you going?
So do we have to take a different path to go to right now to go to the spot where we would resupply? Or
Yes, but from what it looks like a little. It goes a bit that way, but it's a short path back. It seems like a town located in the valley.
okay, let's just go. Yeah, let's go there, and then we can backtrack because I think we need stuff, and you need armor.
And I need armor. And
Yeah.
we're far. I assume we're far enough distance from that town anyway. We just came from.
Yes, absolutely. You've been going the whole night.
Is it
Right.
is this town also outside of the territory, or is it within the same territory of House Parveen?
Oh, good point.
It is because you're in it's when you get past the valley that you are past House Parveen's territory.
Ooh.
I think we'll be fine because I don't think they have a quick way of communicating faster than we've been traveling.
Not
we're just
message
not
or
gonna-
sending.
That's pretty high.
High
level.
spell.
And he
Yeah.
was very anti-magic.
Good
And
point. Anti-arcane. Yeah, you're right.
The only one who could cast it probably is Viola, and
You're right. I
She's
think
not
we're good.
gonna do it.
Or Madam Withers.
Yeah, but she won't either.
Nah.
So yeah, I think we're safe as long as we just don't like stay the night there.
Go and get out.
Yeah.
So to Worlington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Warlington.
Woolington. Sounds like somewhere in Vermont.
We're going to Warlington, Vermont.
Warlington,
yes.
Vermont, where the maple syrup is excellent.
The cheese-crusted roads of Vermont. Worlington, Vermont.
Warlington, Vermont.
No, wait, that's Wisconsin. Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say cheese?
Vermont has
Vermont's-
cheddar.
They do, but their maple syrup is A+.
I gotta try it. Anyways, to the maple syrup encrusted wet dirt roads of Worlington.
Ew!
As a storyteller, I have to weave words good.
Weave-
anyway,
weave word
words
good.
I weave the words very good.
I weave
I
them,
read
Mom.
words sometimes goodly.
Hey, boss, I weave the word.
Hey, boss.
I
You're weaving
wove
the
those
words.
words.
I wove those words so fucking good.
All right. So Cecilia, for you, this is a bit exciting. A bit exciting for you. If you're a bit nervous, this is a bit of a. It feels like a high pressure scenario, but the roads are so generous that it's not. But you are going up. You're bringing a wagon leading two horses up up spirals and up a certain mountain paths. It doesn't take too long to see the sign for Warlington, which is a sign that sort of like is placed on top of one of the like little like the slopes, and it has a small like spiral on the back of it. For some reason, you see many on this particular slope. You see many colorful tents, kind of like implanted into the side of the into the side of the slope. Not the best place to camp. It has a specific setup where like there's a sort of like an iron sort of like foundation underneath it that's stabbed into the side of the slope, so tents can be on top. But something's happening here that you're not quite sure of. But people are sleeping in these tents, despite there being a much flatter place to live on at the moment. You go up the path, and I would say that that Warlington, I almost said Woldingheim. I need to stop differentiating my names.
Warlington, Vermont.
As you go through Vermont, you see Warlington is presented to you as this sort of this dirt road, sort of like loose structured, like just settlement, basically. You see one wooden watchtower with like a little canvas roof that kind of like hangs over the valley and probably has a great view. But other than that, this place seems to be very like like very like it's a supply stop, basically. The people who live here seems to be workers. There's seemingly another path that leads to like the Kolig mine, which you're not interested in at the moment. Not a terribly interesting place, but the establishments are definitely plenty here. There's a store called Very Good Smithing that you see. It's a very simple sign. It just says Very Good Smithing.
Oh,
Is
sweethearts.
there a better smithing somewhere?
They need some marketing consultations.
This place, strangely enough, seems like the most stand out of this. Like everything is like mud packed and like sort of like brickish straw roofs. This place has 2 chimneys that is like blasting smoke out of the top. Maybe the windows and the doors kind of look like a mean kind of face. You don't know. There's sort of this intimidating mane coming from this building. But other than that, everything else seems very nice and simple. An inn called the Handy Nutmeg, which also acts as a general store. That's pretty much it for Warlington here.
Should we go to Very Good Smithing then to get the armor that Captain Valathani said? And if you guys need new weapons, I do have some weapons in the bag. I have this axe.
Ooh! That would be helpful for me. I left my axe behind. Have you seen the reviews? It's very, very good smithing. Where are the reviews? Did you look up the reviews before we went?
Maybe we can just go inside and see how it looks. And if you don't like it, then...
Well, if I'm being completely honest, it says Very Good Smithing right there, so it has to be very good, right?
I will write the review. I will be in charge of this expedition. All right. We shall go.
You go into
I hope it's called Very Good Smithing because the dude's name is like Very Good or something.
I'm terrified.
That would be a very normal NPC, don't worry. All right. So as you
Player's last words.
So as you make your way into Very Good Smithing, which has like a saloon doors on it, and I'll go ahead and change the song. Give me a brief moment here.
To a smithing song.
I'm kidding.
It's a smithing song.
A man with mysterious eyes.
That's not him.
That's not the name of the song. Or is it?
Ooh.
Oh. Oh. What are we walking into?
Oh no.
You walk into a roar of a furnace. As you see, air is being blasted into this one furnace. As it is, it's being this flame sort of erupts. You are immediately hit with like the very humid, very hot like air. Like you immediately begin sweating. All of you. This is not very welcoming already. There are two like stools. And there's a piece of paper on there that says if I'm on my break, sit down and shut up, I'll be here. But you see this one dwarf who is currently like 2 feet stepping on top of this large like air blower. This equipment is far bigger than him. He is sweating up a storm too. He is covered in like dirt and must. He has sort of like he has like a black sort of like a full goatee. Like these kind of like crazy like bloodshot eyes. And kind of like short wispy hair, where you can see like at the end of the hairs are like it's like the end of like a, you know, like bombs, how they have like when you light them and they get like half like some of his like hair
it's been singed.
Yeah, it's singed. And he as you walk in, Jean-Claude immediately you walk in, he just goes, "What it'll be."
It's like a hipster coffee shop. We are in Vermont. He goes, "Good evening, good sir. You the owner of this fine establishment?"
"Nothing good, no sir, about me." He goes, "I can already tell you want something big and strong." I could felt the tingle in my scrot the moment you walked in. Tell me, what is it you need?
We require armor and a few, he looks to his compatriots, weapons. Yes, Stellar, Remy, care to inquire what you need?
Yeah, what do you need?
Okay! Oh!
Jaime just goes, "Oh, I don't need anything." "You sure don't need any new boots on account of your footwork? Looks like you stepping in shit." "No." And you see Stella goes, "I'll just take like some like leather set of leather armor if you have any. Crossbow ? And he says, "I can't hear you over the roaring fire. Why don't you speak the fuck up?" "Rapier, crossbow." He goes, "All right, good. And what about you, sack seed?" Looks at you, Cecilia.
What?
"Are you this beefstick sack?" You look, pointing at Jean-Claude.
What does that?
What does that mean?
"Nanya.
What?
It means Nanya."
Do you speak common?
"I never spoke it sober." "Now hurry up." He throws like whatever he's holding. He's like holding a pair of pliers. He just throws it, and it just goes across the room and just lands into like a big like bucket.
Cecilia, hurry! What do you want? I want to get out of here.
I don't think I needed anything. I guess I could have better armor if it's not too expensive.
He goes, "You read the sign when you came in here, lady?"
It sounds very good, yeah.
"You god damn right. I offer the very best." Says, "At whatever
What does the
prices they
sign
have
say?
out there, I have no idea. Everyone's talking about, oh, here's the market prices. Fuck that."
Yes, for that. Clearly your craftsmanship is above all else.
He says, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get over here! Come here!" Points at the sort of like the register area.
I feel like he's going to slap me across the face.
What was that? We whimpering in my store now?
No, I did not whimper. I am a member of the Groven Guard, and he is gonna like tower over him because now he's mad.
He looks at you, and as you tower over him, a small smirk comes across his face. He goes, "Yeah, there we go. That's the kind of tank I like arming up."
Yes, and she's no sack to me. She's my cadet. Thank you very much.
Basically, your sack seed. Am I correct?
No, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to deny it because I don't know what a sack seed is.
Little shrimp. Dweeb
You
shrimp.
little shit!
Table shrimp.
You tabletop shrimp!
Stella goes, "Hey, I love the banter. We're here to do business." Alright. Now, tell me what kind of stuff you need. So we're gonna go ahead and make this easy. Go ahead and tell me what kind of armor you want.
Oh.
How much does plate cost?
Plate costs 1,500 gold pieces.
That's a lot.
Also, what am
So
I
not
wearing right
today.
now? I think I'm wearing... One second. I have a shield. I like the vibes.
Real quick.
I gotta Google
Real quick.
I have chainmail.
Stellar is going to go ahead. She said set of leather, but she just goes, actually, I just take leather. That's 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
And rapier. No, not rapier. A crossbow. Give me
Just
one
tell me how
second.
much at the end.
This is super
And
messed up.
prices.
I searched up crossbow, not even 5th edition, and it just gives me crossbow from D&D Beyond, like it knows me.
It knows. It knows what you want.
Okay, like crossbow. Just gonna do this real quick because it's not giving me the cost. So 10 gold pieces and 25 gold pieces for the light crossbow, so 35 in total.
Okay.
Flint's not bad. Because it's less expensive than plate, but
I have chainmail right now.
Flint would increase it by 1.
How much
We
is
don't
that?
have
then?
enough money for plate though.
Oh, okay. Well then, that's all right.
We have enough money for splint, but not plate, I'm guessing.
Splint would increase it by 1, you're saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
Are you just going with the base prices, Timmy?
Yes.
So splint would be 200 gold, which is manageable.
Is that worth? I feel like my chainmail already gives me a +1 to my AC.
Yeah, it's really not that big of an increase, to be
Yeah.
honest.
So why don't I just save up for plate?
Yeah, we just RP say, like, I don't know, like, got nicer armor, but it's not really a difference, maybe, to me.
Okay.
Since that's just, like, a quest given by Volathani, it's just nicer, but it's the same kind.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Definitely. Okay. So he just goes, so splint mail, correct? What was it again?
No.
No, we're gonna, because my chainmail and splint are basically doing the same thing. Jenny and I are saying we might as well
Well,
just save up.
It'll only increase it by 1. It's only going to increase your AC by 1 if you get splint, and we're just like, it doesn't really feel worth it right now. But
No.
Volathani was like, get yourself better armor. So we're like, well,
Oh, could he
like, can we just, like-
clean? What if he could clean up my armor? How about that? Like do like a sprucing up, like a polish and shine.
He does say in the middle of you perusing, he looks at your armor, and he says, "Sweet Baldur's moves. What are you trying to do with that? Get hurt by air?"
Oh, Belter, we enjoy Belter. Could you do you offer any services to rework this and perhaps clean it up a bit?
Give me
spruce
that
it up?
shit.
Okay, taking it off now.
Strip. Hand it over.
Whoa, easy. That's going to be a lot more gold, and so he gives you. Ah!
I will say, since you're standing so close to like the place, like the heat waves of the fire is like directly like washing over all of you.
Definitely unbuttoning a few buttons
Super
and
hot.
sweating. He's a big man. He's a big man.
He goes, yeah, I can work on this. How about we say 40 gold for the work?
40 to clean up Elmer?
Just clean, to fix your past mistakes, to improve, to put my mark on it. Says, you read the sign when you came in here, right?
Okay, 30 gold.
To be fair, you said that you're the best smithing, but your sign only says very good.
50 gold.
Say very best.
He kind of like puts a chainmail. He like very politely like hangs up the chainmail. Then he looks at you and he goes, "Hey kid, why don't you go ahead and step on over here?"
She does slowly.
As you walk down, you're taller than him. He goes, "Go ahead, lean down."
That feels a little rude.
He goes, "You're talking to me about rude. You want to know what's rude? I got a horse back there. He's a good horse. You know what I named him?
What?
No. I name things the way I see them. All right."
You named a horse?
His name is Gratitude.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he's got none of it. And you know what I did with him? Go ask the flames.
You burned your horse? You sicko?
But you hear a neigh from above. Says, yeah, I have the little bastard working titillating duties. Says, if you keep disrespecting me and showing no signs of gratitude, then there's gonna be hell to pay.
Does the horse get hot up there?
No, he's got all the best stuff. There's a constant bucket of water, endless bucket of water pouring on him from up there.
Oh.
He's doing fine. Little
I'm
bitch.
glad to hear.
Talking about the horse.
John Clon is like, I think 30 would be good.
40.
35.
40.
36.
40.
37.
Well, we can just
41.
go to the next town.
We could, Cecilia. We could go to the next town.
We weren't even really gonna come here anyways.
That is true.
Roll a little persuasion check for me, Cecilia.
Get it, Cecilia. Get it.
I'm gonna make this so much worse because I did that.
No, it's.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well, it's okay. We both start off strong this session. The nat ones are rolling in. Yep.
He grabs the chainmail and he goes, says, "Fuck it, fine, here then." And shoves it your way, Cecilia. Don't want to pay up? You want to go? You want to subject yourself to the wyvern?
41. Done. Deal.
41. And then he puts it back.
All right.
Did I go back now?
Jean-Claude leans down, gives you a pat on the shoulder, and goes, Good idea though. Good vibes. You just pushed a little too hard, but good vibes. Good try.
That's what happens when you try to tingle the scroll. You get a bite back, just like that.
Are you
Gravel
saying
biter.
tingle scrotum? What are you saying? I'm a little concerned for the language that you are using in front of my young compatriots.
Shit, they got time. Since they got time to learn, they'll learn now. I'll teach them everything.
Sure, please teach us what these words are. I'm not processing any of them.
Let me show you how to repair your own armor. Get the fuck over here.
Okay, all right, you bastard.
For some reason, despite his surly attitude, he's legitimately being helpful. He is showing
I
you
know!
how to repair. He's showing you, it's like, all right, you gotta put this, you wanna reheat this, all right? And then
It's like any small town mechanic.
Despite those somehow, like, negative, like, why is he being so helpful right now? It's really confusing. Stellar's like, what is going on right now?
He just has a very low charisma. It's okay. He's doing his best.
So he begins to repair your armor for the cost of 41 gold, selling certain, the other, equipment. He offers silvered, weapons, which, they won't take, but they do cost a...
Will that kill Jaime? He's a werewolf.
As when he brings it up, Stellar's like, no, we're fine. And Jaime goes, I don't think... Liz, you don't think what? You don't think you're a werewolf? No? All right then. And he fixes
Very intuitive.
He fixes your chainmail. And strangely enough, Jean-Claude, fixing equipment takes a long time. It's a craft, but you see him here. He is making very, very quick work of your equipment. Patches of hot steel become cooled instantly, cooled and hardened, thrown in oil. He goes to your sort of torn up, sort of like Grove and Guard patch. He taps it with his hammer, and you see the material starts to grow back. It looks anew.
Ooh!
The color is brighter.
This is incredible.
He goes, you really should be taking care of this a little better. Fucking Jean-Claude.
Well, that's why you are teaching me, because clearly I do not have this quick skill that you have to do this with expert hands and technique.
Did they say his name already?
No, he didn't say his name, but Jean-Claude didn't say his name either.
That's what I was wondering.
How did you know my name?
Yes, I can feel it from the nature of this item. It's got your stink all over it.
Is he like the Smith version of Marrow?
I can feel it in your armor.
I can feel it in your stank.
In your stank. So you could just tell what my name was from the clothes? From our articles that we wield?
There's this little secret that many don't know about. It says, every item's got a form, but what you really want to look into is the nature of an item. That's how it really sings to you. You'd be surprised how many things tell you what. But everyone thinks I'm fucking crazy, so let's not dive into it.
It's okay, we're all crazy.
Here. He hands it to you. Good as new. Record time too. I should have charged you extra. Now put it on.
All right. Put on my new fandangled, fancy, cleaned up armor.
As you put it on, and it looks legitimately like nice, and it
I look like a Grove and Guard.
Fits you well. He just spits on the armor and rubs on it.
Oh.
You gain a +1 to AC.
Nice.
Whoa. Whoa, so now I'm 19 AC?
Yes.
Come and get me, bro!
This effect lasts until you are knocked unconscious.
Oh. Okay, good to keep in mind until I'm knocked unconscious. I like that. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
That dwarven enchantment.
Oh, love it. Okay, until I'm knocked unconscious.
See, good as new.
It is absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. Your skills unparalleled. Truly very good. Very, very much good. Very good. Great good armor.
Fucking just turns around.
Can't remember the name of your goddamn store.
He goes, you see Stellar Jaime looking around. This place, it seems like the machinations of this place are large. The machinery, it's very complicated looking. And you do see at the top, there's wheels spin around. You see a horse attached to the thing as it's walking around, and you just see a bucket on top of it, splashing down an endless stream of water. And you don't know where that water is coming from. He just goes, all right. That it?
I think so. Thank you.
Says, now hold on one more fuck-hinkling moment. Says, now it ain't my dinkling business, but you lot seem to be the traveling type. You guys come across tombs as such, fetch certain things, and of a dubious manner in dubious places.
Yes, and it's none of your dinkling business, but yes.
Well, here's what I'm offering. You make it part of my dinkling business. Chances are you're going far away from here. And chances are we can still continue to do some good business. So, here's what I'm offering you. He reaches behind his he reaches behind his like little counter, and he pulls out this bag. And it just says BB on there. And he goes, first of all, before we start continuing this conversation, what are your names?
You know mine.
Well, why don't you go ahead and say it to me? I didn't hear it come into your damn mouth yet.
It's Jean-Claude Boucheron. And you spoke over my compatriot, who just said her name very, very quietly.
It happens.
Cecilia.
Speak up!
Cecilia?
What? He hits the side of his head. He hits the side of his head, and you see like black dust like just falls out of his head. Or say it again.
Cecilia.
All right. Yeah, I can see why you named that.
What?
All right.
What the fuck is your name, old man?
My name's Balgrim Buster.
Balgrim Buster? Like Ballbuster? You all want to talk Ballbuster about Cecilia's name?
Oh my god, how did I not see that the entire time?
How did you not see that?
That was the first thing I thought of too.
I don't look. I get really focused on names, but for this guy, I did not think of Paul Buster.
Well, so Ballbuster, what is the endeavor, the working endeavor?
This right here is a direct connection to me. You find any interesting items of any sort, just go ahead and drop it in the bag. I'll pay you. Depending on what the value is, of course. Depending on what my eye says it is. Now I ain't gonna pay you full price, full market value. There's convenience in this damn thing. So you're paying for a bit of the convenience. Also, you gotta use this place in the open outdoors. This ain't gonna respond to you underground.
So we get, I'm sorry. We gain from this deal a percentage of the original cost, while you get an item fully intact and delivered right to your doorstep.
You get convenience. You could get money on the spot wherever you go.
Okay.
And you don't have to haggle, since you two are so damn good at it.
And additionally, we get a discount at your store, should we choose to return.
If you ever come back.
Exactly.
I'll think about it. Heavily leaning on no.
That is a shame.
Is the bag safe to put in a bag of holding?
No. Straight up.
Okay.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. Terrible idea.
Can only items go in it, or other things as well?
Don't be putting junk in there.
Like, people.
Now, should I be retracting my deal or what?
I'm just wondering the logistics of this. Like, could this be a potential getaway for us to crawl into the bag?
This ain't no getaway. This ain't a direct link to my shop.
You said for convenience.
I deal with the griffin that stays in there, okay? You step in here, you're gonna be stepping face to face with the griffin guy.
Oh, it is a griffin saddlebag?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Is it a griffin as in like the monster, or some person named Griffin?
Why don't you put your head in there and ask him?
I think it is a griffin named Griffin. Griffon.
As far as I know, his name is Gratitude too.
Or Bulbuster the Second. Griffin Buzzbuster.
What are these?
BB.
What are these damn words coming out of your mouth?
What did I just say? I know what he's going to stick his head in the bag.
You?
You stick your head in the bag.
Yep, stick his head in the bag.
Give me one moment here.
Oh no.
Griffin, are you in there?
I think you begin to notice that there's no air in there. You look, you stick your head in there to see this unfathomably large workshop with like astral clocks,
What the fuck?
large desks with like these pieces of paper on them, and you see this griffin, white. He has a white slit for eyes. This a large and very boisterous sort of like coif of feathers around it, just kind of like sighs for a bit and looks and goes, "Buster, I'm afraid that I'm not taking visitors." And looks up at you and just.
Are you Griffon?
I am Thaddeus.
Thaddeus Griffon?
You really shouldn't talk.
Because there's no air in the back.
You are almost suffocating right now because there's no air coming in. He goes, "What are you doing? Shoo. Tway.
Claude's like hands turning blue or something.
Yeah, you see Jean-Claude's like.
It's like they tell people not to leave kids with plastic bags because they could get plastic bags stuck on their head. Don't leave Jean-Claude with the griffin saddlebag. He might get stuck on his head.
You are pulled out, and you see Jean-Claude's blue in the face.
His name is not Cecilia. I need to tell you something important. His name is not Griffin. Just
Breathe.
Thaddeus. Thaddeus is his name.
Thaddeus.
You see the bag flaps as open and goes and goes. Excuse me, are you doing all right?
He just turns the bag to Cecilia to talk to her.
Hello there, Balgrim, are you here? And you see Balgrim goes shh, shh, and he ducks beneath like the counter.
Oh, I guess he's trying to get rid of you.
Oh my god!
Personally, I thought we were getting along.
Oh no! I'm so sad.
Oh,
Well-
sorry. Now that I said that, I realized that sounded kind of insensitive and mean.
Another cold-hearted Cecilia moment.
Okay.
I guess we're taking this bag that contains you in it with us.
I'm not sure. You have to meet a certain requisite before I'm able to bond with you and be carried by you. May you please hold me close to your face?
Sure.
Please hold me close to your face. Not sketch at all.
You see the bags of the item, and I will say that the item, the saddlebag, has it is very prevalent of like the flap has taken on the white slits, the griffin features of the of the griffin, and it has written like in like coal, like black BB on there, Balgrim Buster. You are stared at in the eyes, and Cecilia, you are. It's strange having this feeling. Your mind is like it's being like scraped and like perused, just like completely looked over for that moment. You're not sure how to describe it, but it felt like every part of you was red. Before, and it's in a quick second before it goes. Idlewind. Cecilia Idlewind.
Mm-hmm.
You are an adventurer with some kind of virtuous and big destiny. Yes, I have deemed you worthy.
All right then.
Says, now I'm not quite sure. I mean, you didn't steal this bag. I mean, Balgrim is. I can. It says, I think I can see a bit of his head hanging above the counter right there.
Oh, she
Okay.
moved the bag.
Hmm?
Oh, okay. He ratted himself out, so she stopped. She was gonna move the bag a bit lower, but so that he couldn't see as easily. But
Too late.
if he said something, she's like, whatever.
And he just goes, Balgrim, what is going on here exactly? No response. You clearly stated that. I suppose I'm heading somewhere else now.
So, he's making us do his breakup. She's wrong.
All right, well, I suppose I'll tell you what exactly services I can bestow upon you while we were outside or traveling. Whatever is most convenient for you. Just simply
All right.
simply stick your hand in and ring the bell. Or think of a bell to ring.
Oh. Okay. Sure. I guess this we're doing this, okay.
He seems like a lovely griffin saddle bag. I think that he seems
he
very
does.
nice.
He seems really nice. And I mean, it's not the first talking thing related to a bag. So.
No, we've had 3 encounters. Actually, Charles does not speak, he just looks.
Oh, maybe this would be something that's good for Augustus to see.
Yes, should we big him out? I
She
think they would be good friends.
peeks in the bag of holding like, Augustus, can you hear me?
You stay on your side. I stay on my side. You got it? I want to be over here where all these useless letters are, and it's really good betting. Those have a lot of sentiment. Hello there. Who is
I
that?
love
Is that
them.
hello? Is that Cecilia? Yes, of course, that's Cecilia. Ah, Cecilia, my little minion, please dispose of the angel sphinx before me. And you see Augustus hops out.
I thought you might want to see this place, Augustus. Also, I thought you might want to meet Thaddeus. He's a griffin and he's in this bag. But don't go in the bag because you can't breathe in there.
He looks down at the bag. He goes, "It seems just like a bag of holding, but superior. I can peruse the insides. Allow me."
Oh, that's right. There's no air in the bag of holding either.
God.
It's sweltering in here, so I'm going to make myself scarce.
Okay.
Open up the bag, please. As you wait to open up the bag, you see the eyes light up again. It goes, "Oh, by the way, a little extra introductions." And you open up the bag. Augustus jumps in there, and you see the bag going, "Oh."
Oh, he ate Augustus.
I suppose I'll converse with my newfound friend for a moment.
Okay, he's okay, right?
Yes, quietly, and then the eyes just stop glowing.
Well,
Y'all can leave now.
seems like a done deal. Yep. Did Stellar and Jaime get their weapons? And is there nothing
How
you
much
want,
is
Jenny?
that?
Is there anything that you need?
I don't really need anything.
Do you want anything enchanted? A weapon enchanted, maybe?
I don't know what I'd have, I don't
What is Cecilia's main weapon? A mace?
She has a mace, I just haven't used it. Because I've
Fair
been
enough.
using spells.
Fair enough. I think that would be it.
Oh no,
Stella
she has a
goes,
warhammer, not a mace.
Oh. Hammer.
Stella just goes, "Okay, just pulls out a notebook. Let me just get this down real quick. Balgrim Buster of the very good smith, very magical, very good at smithing, has a bag with a griffin in it. The griffin knows you personally. Yeah, anything else? I just feel like there's another bigger story here. I feel like you're not what meets the eye."
He's a transformer. There's more to him than meets the eye.
Maybe, like some sort of godly. I'm kidding. Okay, she doesn't say this. It's a reference
in disguise.
because in another game, the smiths who serve the gods have a horse named Gratitude. So that's why I was like. But
Well,
Cecilia
I was
has
wondering,
no
is he a forge
reason.
cleric? Is he a cleric? He said Balder. Do you have a god?
There was
Balbuster.
Says, "You know what I do have? A break coming up." And then you hear a steam whistle. "Oh, look, now's the time."
Okay, 4-star review, Stella. Make sure you include that.
Thank you. Fuck off. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Well then, that is the story for today. Okay.
Stella goes, well, that was horrible.
Yeah, how much did I have to pay Timmy for Stellar stuff?
25, 10, so 35 total.
Okay.
Let me actually look one more time. Yes, 35
Well,
total.
and then John Claude's was 41, right?
Yes, so that's 76 total.
Well, but yours comes from a separate spot, doesn't it? Unless you want me to pay for some of it, because I have a lot of money.
Nah, I'll pay for mine. So I'll pay
Okay.
for 41. Let me go see my gold. See, it says I only have 8 gold, but I know that's not true. That's a lie.
Okay.
Lies.
So as the two of you walk out with your newfound equipment, and you didn't mean to go in here to get this, but also a companion.
Making friends wherever we go.
We're gonna go on break.
Break time!
Thank you all so much for watching. I will say when we come back, we're not gonna be playing for much longer because we got to be adhering to some folks' schedules for today. So
Farrell!
so stick with us until then. We'll be back.
Be back soon.
So try to talk to Charles, because apparently he can talk telepathically. We just haven't heard it.
You gotta shake him. I gotta shake him up.
Oh.
All right. Now with that said, as you leave the very good Smith in this, what's supposed to be
With Ball Buster.
what you feel to be an inconsequential stop has turned into another pickup of some kind, of another like big pickup.
What if he's like a demigod?
Might be. Timmy's face.
He's like Baldur's like half son.
I wish I knew what I knew out of character, because then I'd be totally suspicious of this dude already from the god stuff.
The fact that the way he speaks, red flag.
Not a god. The gods don't talk like that. Maybe
Or do that.
this is our fantasy world.
They're trying to get hip with the young folk. Oh, sad music. Okay, focusing.
So
Pretty
as
music,
you,
though.
oopsie doopsie, there we go. As you make your way out of the store, holding the saddlebag in your hand, and I will say as you're holding it, Cecilia, you are awash. A wave of information washes over you that you feel like you know what this thing can do. Immediately as you walk out of the store, you see the bag's eyes come to life once more as you feel it becomes animated in your in your hand, and it begins to it just kind of floats up, not jerking itself, but kind of just gets up out of your hand. And now it's much more animated, you see, as its eyes kind of move up and down. He goes, "Hello there, proper introductions are in order. Says, forgive me, I thought it was a little awkward back there, seeing that, the charge I had left myself up to just seemingly give me away? Strange."
It is a breakup. It's okay, bro. Breakups happen all the time. It's all right.
Is that Is that how mortals feel? It's awkward and weird and
It's
strange.
grieving. It's technically a process of grief as well. I know. It's odd. It's odd.
Grief. Huh. I wish I would never experience such a thing. But anyways, I am Thaddeus McClurberol.
What? Could you say that one more time? The last name? Makulu?
It's a language that you don't quite understand, but you can just call me Thaddeus. That's my common name.
Makulu?
No.
Makulu?
No, you're not saying...
Makulu?
Are you... It looks concerned, like squints at you, actually. Are you okay?
I'm doing my best to pronounce your last name. Makulu.
Anyways, this is, it's in Celestial, so it's a little,
Oh, I don't speak that.
yeah, it's a special tongue. But, to continue, I must inform you of our ongoing newfound relationship. Now, usually I typically find one of my arms in the hands of, well, notable heroic adventurers, or very notable beings with divine powers. But I am with you, and it is exciting.
Does that mean Bagram was like that too?
Oh, Bagram was an exceedingly notable individual. Despite his language and his penchant for... My comment doesn't extend that far. My comment does not go as far as his, so I'm not quite sure if it's alright for me to say it. But he is a very notable smith. But it seems like he has left me in your responsibility. Says, and that is perfectly fine. Says, Cecilia Idlewind. And may I know who you are?
Jean-Claude Bouchron, captain of the Groven Guard.
Perfect. I can see why he entrusted me to you.
Obviously.
A captain. Yes.
A captain. Yes.
Now, I don't feel an overwhelming amount of power coming from either of you, but I do feel some.
Are you disappointed?
I think you're reading a book by its cover here.
No. This is new and exciting. Let me explain how everything is supposed to work, because this is, as far as the extent of our relationship goes, this is possibly the most we will ever communicate. But, as I said before, you can reach your hand into the bag and call for me by thinking of a bell. Now, I might be very busy, considering the fact that I'm having to deal with multiple multiverses at once, and 5 other of my arms with 5 other notable adventurers with multiple items coming my way, and I must attend to my Star Forge as well.
What the fuck?
But but at certain times I will be handing you certain requests of some kind. Complete this quest, and I will reward you with certain things. Now, this part of my arm has been weakened severely over time, but says I believe if I find it of great importance enough, I can power it up with certain aspects and help you all on your journey, if you so wish. There are no time restraints on any of my requests. Please fulfill it as you see fit, and as you come across on different parts of your journey. Says, if you ever need to sell a magical item of any kind as well, please place it into the bag, and I will tell you to, and I will write to you the appropriate value. Now, I am aware of the market that you all have in the material plane, and I am afraid we operate a little differently. I know you all enjoy your gold pieces very much, so I will pay you and such, but it will be much, much less compared to, what you can occur by using your bartering tactics. But the convenience is absolutely there in case you need a quick mound of money coming your way.
Who are the other adventurers, you?
Yes, five other ones located across the great world of Xandrelor. Well, one of them is currently in the Shadowfell. I haven't had an update on the situation, but they're alive, I think.
Oh.
But I cannot.
Do you get to meet them at like a holiday party or something?
No, I think.
Why? We are technically working under the same corporation here. You get a percentage of our profit, I assume.
I mean, none of my arms have directly connected with each other or have been within a great vicinity with each other, but I suppose if all of you communicate with each other and...
Let's find a date on the books. For a holiday party, it is important that everyone in the company feels respected and there's a sense of community.
He knows a lot about managing people as a captain.
That is right, Cecilia. That is right.
Ah, I see. I was entrusted into the right hands.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to keep HR off our asses, all I'm doing.
HR?
HR.
I'm curious about that, but...
Humanoid resources.
I see. Like armies.
Like, exactly.
In regards to speaking to the others, everyone is attending to their own business, but if you wish to send them a letter, I can see if it can show up inside of their saddlebags as well.
Excellent. I will draft it later today. Thank you, Thaddeus.
As far as function goes, you may use me as a sort of extra-dimensional portal, similar to a bag of holding if you so wish. Yes. Says, as far as that goes, I believe that is it. It is very nice to meet you, Cecilia. Jean-Claude. Yes. I will give you my request shortly, and just let this be the start to a very fruitful relationship. Caw-caw. Squaw?
Nice to meet you too. Is Augustus still...
Is he coming out?
Oh, I need to speak with him for a brief moment, if you will. Just but rest assured, do not worry, I have space for an old friend.
Augustus knew so many people.
You see the bag becomes less animated. It was talking like an animated Disney character, how like the eyes and everything. There was mirth in it. Before it slowly descends back into her hand, Cecilia.
Alright. I guess we have this now. She looks at the others.
Stella just goes, wait a second, you can just have that? You're just holding on to it and you can have it now? You didn't even pay for it.
No, but they get profit, assuredly.
Goodness, how far are you in? And she said, as she says that, she knows Jaime's there. She goes, it's just, lots of stuff happened to you in a short amount of time. That's just really crazy.
Yeah, I guess that's my life now. Is there anything else you need in town? General store stuff?
Yeah, me and Jaime could just pop by real quick. Why don't the two of you just do your own thing as well? We'll make a short stop.
Okay. Cecilia, I don't know if we need any more supplies, but we could wait with the wagons for them to return.
Or we could just go with you real quick and... Or not. That's
I
fine.
don't think they want us there. I am perceiving that they want some alone time
Jaime
to
goes.
decompress.
Jaime goes. Oh, they can come with us. That's okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Here's some money.
I am hungry. We should go make a little breakfast at our wagon, Cecilia. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
you want to talk to me by yourself? I see. Jaime goes.
Oh, look at the time. It is breakfast time for me. Okay, we will see you soon.
Is this enough money?
Oh, that's more than enough. Thank you. We're not gonna buy a lot. I'm gonna pay you back. You're so great.
It's okay. You don't have to. You would still have your money if you hadn't met us. So.
Okay, we talk later. Bye.
Jaime goes. Don't feel guilty about it. It's okay. Since the four of you finally separate, leaving just two of you on your own. I will say by this point, you see arcane writing. The bag opens up, and arcane writings begins to like spew out of the bag.
Is this the holiday invitation?
It just goes request.
No.
A magical item of the uncommon variety. Reward. Reward 400 gold pieces.
Who?
And then the back shuts. Cool.
Well, Cecilia, I guess we will have to be on the lookout for some strange and interesting items that pass by our eye.
Yeah, it seems useful. I know I said I didn't want to look at Delmira's letters. But I did. And I mean, there wasn't like anything bad or anything. So, and there wasn't anything like helpful either, really, but there was some stuff that maybe, well, here, basically. She pulls out the two letters that actually were unique. Just I found some letters she didn't finish writing to someone named Roach. He's one of
Roach.
her. He's a part of her party. She told me he's really smart. But she was going to bring Aphius and Augustus to him, and she thought that he could help both of them. And I guess the more concerning thing was I saw in one of her letters she started writing that she was worried about what the moon was doing to people. And I don't know what that could be about.
Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry you had to read them. I didn't want to, sibling stuff is tough. Didn't want to barge in, on family matters. But thank you for telling me. The iffy stuff, it is okay, fair enough. But the moon. What is the line exactly about? It was affecting people.
It says, if I remember correctly, I'm scared about what the moon is doing to people. It says she tried to pray to our goddess and she's not getting any answers. And that only seems relevant because, well, she would have had to write this before she even knew about the shards. And then now there's this.
And the moon, you said, did something to Jaime.
It did. When we were running, I checked the bag to make sure I still had the moon shards. And he just fell to the ground out of nowhere.
That is not good. But what is to be expected when you're carrying, I guess, pieces of the literal moon? Question for you, Miss Cecilia. Would this roach, do you think, if he is so smart, know more about the moon? I mean, obviously we cannot ask your sister. But would he have more information, do you think?
He might. It sounds like Delmira was going to go to him to ask about, to see if he could find anything to help with our dad. Which makes me interested, but I don't know where he would be. Well, actually, I did want to ask. She reaches in the bag and, before she reaches in, she goes, Aphius, I have some questions for you. Do you want to come out?
Get your hand in here.
He does. Him up.
Hello, Ify.
I'm not gonna do this right now.
So I know you were with Delmira for a bit. Did you also meet Roach?
The Dragonborn. Yes, he never said he was smart, but he always felt like he was bragging. And I was like, I'm a lich. You need to tone it back. Yes, I have met a Dragonborn.
I didn't know if there's any chance you know where he went or where he lives.
I'm afraid not.
I see.
If you can get me back to my full form, however,
Well, that's the thing is, I think Delmira thinks that he can help you get back to your full form. That's part of why I wanted to know. But if you don't know, that's okay. We'll figure it out still. I do need to figure out which bones are missing still, I think.
You better figure that out real quick.
We are on the job, if he is. Thank you so much for your. Anything else for this guy? Like,
when you were at Delmira, did you see or hear anything about the moon doing weird things to people?
Not only see, I know. The moon is the progenitor of many a quaint event. I've seen it turn people into other creatures. I've seen it turn them berserk. I've seen it tear humanity from people.
Did this happen while you were with Delmira or just further in the past?
Oh, way further in the past. Mostly read about it. But I've seen it. It has an effect on Charles, I knew. He likes to really look at the moon when I take him for a walk.
How do you? I'm not going to ask. Not going to ask
him for walks.
How you walk, Charles?
He's not least trained very well. Because I read about it, but these are not fables or fairy tales, mind you. These are books about differing creatures found in different places. Lore keepers, if you will. Werebears, werewolves, werecats.
Well, That is considered shape-shifting, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
What? Mm.
Shriek!
Well, what I was going to say is that there's something that they can do is, so part of Turn the Faithless, if a creature's true form is concealed by an illusion, shape-shifting, or other effect, that form is revealed while it is turned. So if Jaime wants to intentionally fail my Turn the Faithless, which is technically Channel Divinity, then we'll see.
Goes. Now, if you are trying to reveal the true form of a diseased person who might be affected by the moon, then I must warn you. Lycanthropy is a disease.
Oh, is it a disease?
But it is most literally a curse.
So if it is a disease, can I detect it?
Oh
But it's
shit!
more
Wait,
literally a curse.
I think it's mostly a curse, but the book says it's disease because you contract it from something.
So I could detect it if it was a curse disease.
Did you?
Think so?
Apius, you saw Jaime a bit, right?
Ah, yes, that little twig.
Did he give you any were vibes?
Yeah, it doesn't be a werewolf. He could be a werebear, like you're saying.
Ah, werewolves are
cat.
big and furry and intimidating and loud. He is none of those things. He's like you in that matter.
A were-otter.
Oh, I wish I had one of those. He goes really quietly.
A hairless werecat?
A were-guinea pig.
Where are you going with this?
We think there is something wrong with Jaime, and Cecilia had mentioned, and as you already know, that her sister said that people could be harmed by the moon, and clearly Jaime is being harmed by the moon, and if he's going to continue to travel with us, which he insists upon, I think we should know.
And we should know if it's dangerous for him, because I mean, we're literally carrying parts of the moon, and he already passed out one time when I pulled them out, and he also said the other time I pulled them out that it made his blood boil.
Not good. None of these are good things.
A little hint. A little piece of advice for you. Having people you care for is good for one thing. Getting you killed.
Is that how you felt about your friend, Afish?
We're not talking about that,
Is
man.
that what happened to you?
We're not talking about that. See, it says your friend, or whatever he is, your minion, says is being harmed by being directly next to you. Says, and this moon thing is part of your quest, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Do not spend time worrying about others. Close your heart to the suffering of others, and leave.
Close your heart to the suffering of others and leave. That's kind of like directly opposing the promise I made and the oath I took, so I don't know how I feel about this personally, but this is your
Do
opinion.
you care about your father? Look, he's looking at you, Jean-Claude, because that's where he's pointed, but he's not talking to you. Not you.
Oh.
Point me.
Oh! Turns the head.
Oh, so fast. Fuck. Oh.
Whiplash.
Of course I care about my father.
Do you care about your sister?
Of course.
Do you care about getting your task done?
Yes.
Then you should invite no more trouble into your life. Each friend you make, each companion you bring along with you on the road, you are inviting more dangers and more pratfalls to you.
Then what should I do with you?
Help me.
If you are a skull of contradictions.
No, I'm important. I'm essential.
Okay, so are the people we meet along the road. Everyone
not.
you meet along. Yes.
They're useless.
No, they're not. They are all threads in a beautiful tapestry. It is your life. Well, you're undead life.
The road
or
you're
your...
traveling is a straight road. You should walk on it easy. People
No, it
just
is
think
not.
people
It is a mess.
Let me tell you what people do. They fall, and when they fall down, they become hazards.
You have been burned by something, Apheus. You have a lot of processing to do.
I've been hurt before.
Yeah, I know.
That's him on the head.
We can sense that. We can tell you've been through a lot, clearly.
But we're not talking about that right now.
It's okay, though. I think it is very scary to be vulnerable with people. For example, Cecilia. He turns to you. I never got a chance to say this to you, but, you are by no means know you ever replace my niece. You are you.
Okay, good. Because I didn't really know what all that was about yesterday either. You're a time traveler, by the way?
Oh.
Yeah, what's that about?
You,
Turn
if he's...
atheist.
Turn him away.
To look at Claude.
Not willingly. The Feywild is a very strange place. There, where seconds can turn into years, decades. So yeah, this is not my time line.
How long did you lose? It said 200 years or something like that. Was that...
162 years.
Yeah. So, this old man really does still have some moves, don't you think?
Never met someone... Well, I guess I've met elves before, but they don't look like they're that old.
No, they don't.
But...
They age flawlessly, bastards.
That sounds like it'd be really hard.
No, not when you have friends.
Well, I think that was all of my questions. For both of you, she says.
Oh, now I'm included.
Cecilia, you said you heard a voice. The moon talks to you, yes?
It did.
But you said you did not hear a young woman's voice. You said you heard your mom?
I don't remember what my mom sounds like. I was too young. But I just thought it was. But it wasn't a young voice, no. It's a woman's voice.
Do you mind me asking what happened to your mother?
Well, she passed away when I was 3. Delmira she would have been 11 or so at the time. So she remembers better, but I mean, I remember some things, but not a lot.
Was your mother also a follower of Selyun?
She was, yeah. She helped maintain the temple in town, well, in our village. That's why I thought maybe there was a connection, and it called me its child, and so I just made the assumption. But I don't know that.
Why did you choose to follow Selyun? Was it for your mother?
Mostly, it's just tradition in our house. My sister does too.
Much like the dwarf we just left. I wonder if your mother has more of a story to her than we could have ever perceived.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Or perhaps you have more of a story. Little Moon Carrier.
I already... She looks at Apheus, who she still has here. She's... do you want to go back in the bag now?
No, don't look at me. It's okay.
You want to be out here?
No, I'll be quiet.
He just wants to walk.
You won't be mad at what I say, though.
Now I want to know what you want to say.
Well, I already told you, Claude, that I wasn't supposed to be the one to do this.
Wrong, false.
Correct.
Delmira didn't trust me with anything. She says kind of to Apheus, because he didn't know that.
Wait. You see that he his eye sockets are like kind of like raised. What's it called when you sister side? Did you commit sister side?
You mean like kill her?
Yeah, kill her side. Yeah.
No, I didn't kill my sister.
She's in the... If she's in the run, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Then why do you have her bag? Unless...
I just took it.
Oh my.
I didn't know you were in there.
Oh my, Apheus.
What? There's no god but him.
You worship your thing, I worship mine.
Yourself!
I just,
How utterly irresponsible can you be?
Hold on. What the fuck? She's meant to... Cecilia. He turns and he looks at her and he kind of plonks Apheus on the head a bit.
Oh, damn it.
I was quite literally instructed by a very powerful caster who teleported me from in front of a jail cell to on top of a wagon that I was intended to protect. You. Not your sister.
Well, just maybe it would have been Delmira if I hadn't, completely betrayed her trust and stole the moon and just in her bag and ran away without telling her. And I don't know, the more we've had more downtime and I keep thinking, wow, she must be so absolutely terrified. But then I think, well, that's also how I always felt when she left. So maybe it's her turn. Maybe she should just deal with it. But then I also just feel guilty, I guess.
About what? We steal shit from my siblings all the time.
No.
It's just a lot.
If you shut up.
But it's, I still think it's, I still think I can do this, and I want to do this, and I just need to stop thinking about how my sister must feel about it, because I can't right now. And now Atheist too, because I felt bad about lying to you too.
Good.
Is it time to go back in the bag, Atheist?
I don't just heed my words. You have taken on an extremely dangerous responsibility. You didn't even know what you were doing. You didn't know what you took on. You don't know the dangers in front of you. You don't know how to tackle the dangers in front of you.
I thought that maybe since I'm a healer, if I did this, I would be able to find a way to help my dad that Delmira might have missed. And I thought maybe she also just deserved a break. I mean, like, her boyfriend was talking about getting married to her when she came back, and
There will
she
never
was
be
gone
a
for
break
9
for
months.
her if you die.
What the fuck? No shit, that's why I'm fucking here. Atheist, you're going back in the bag now. You're making me mad.
Wait,
Go in.
no,
Go
no,
down. Get in there.
no,
Shut
no,
up.
no, no.
Takes
We're
the
not
bags.
I don't plan on dying.
He's going to crouch down because he knows he's like half her height, hands on the legs. Like, look her right in the face and go, I was not sent to you by whatever fucking powers that be, because I don't do the god thing, it's not for me, but to protect you. Not your sister, you. And if not one god, your own, but also Balder of the Innocent, who gives a fuck, what the fuck, also believes in you. I wouldn't worry too much about what your sister thinks either. And no, you're not going to die. Not until we have at least finished this job.
You're very determined about everything. I mean, we just met a couple of days ago, and you tried to arrest me, and then...
I was so close to. Then I would have gotten away with it.
What are you hoping to find exactly? I know it's your niece, but if it's been that long...
I think there are too many adventurers who are warriors. And not enough who are healers. I'd like to be on the side of the healer for once.
Thank you. She's internally thinking that didn't really answer my question, but she's
Exactly.
not gonna push it. She's not gonna push it.
And he... Exactly! Jean-Claude! Expert at avoiding the deep ones! And he stands up, he goes, "Now, you hungry? I am hungry."
Yeah. That whole barrel's kind of not good though because Stellar sat on it for so long.
Oh, shit! So do we have to go get more food then? I don't want her feet in my food.
I have a lot of stuff in the bag of holding too, so there's...
Just smack Iphias out of the way. This whole you will die thing, he is projecting, okay? That is what he's doing.
I mean, he is already dead, to be fair.
Exactly! He's projecting his own deadness onto you!
He has a lot of faith in Delmira, and I mean, she is really good. It just...
I don't have faith in Hale. On the way? Because she keeps secrets.
Well, I don't know that she did that. She was only back for, like, not even 24 hours. She didn't...
She couldn't have filled
Fine.
you in.
She wanted to.
Yeah.
My sister, she's not a bad person at all. She's a
No.
great person, and she helps a lot of people. And she wouldn't hide that from me for long. She just... There was a lot to catch up with. There was 9 months she was gone.
Yeah, I guess leading with the most important fact and thing, should have come later on. Ease you in a bit. Listen, I'm not saying that, my sibling is any better. Apparently, he's going to stab us in the back, which will be fun and exciting.
What?
Considering, yeah. Oh! He realizes that he forgot to tell her.
She had no clue.
He goes, "Oh, this might be important to tell you." Takes out the tarot card because he kept it. He goes, "So on both of my readings with Mademoiselle's, she informed me that someone would stab us in the back. Me, most precisely, but I interpret that as us. I did think it was going to be Jaime for the longest time, but now has been quite literally revealed to me," and he points to the fur bog standing over him, "that my brother, either very recently or coming up very shortly, will stab me in the back, which is interesting considering he is at least over 100 years in the past, unless he's here
How
too.
long
I don't know.
How long do furbolgs usually live for?
Don't they live like human years? How long do they live?
Everyone freeze.
Freeze!
We moved immediately to go into a freeze pose, both of us.
Unfreeze. I knew this all along. Furbolg, which is an adulthood around 30, but they can live up to 500 years old.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, so your niece could totally be around.
Maybe.
Except for that he said that he killed... they were talking about, he's gone!
Then he
You are
killed...
too late."
You're too late. Well, that he said he killed my brother, so confusion. Yeah, my brother, I guess that's going to be interesting. I don't know any bad why my brother would betray me. There's no bad blood between us that I know of. Unless, I don't know.
Maybe the fortune's wrong. I mean, if you're not supposed to be in this time, then how can they tell your future? Maybe it's something that already happened.
I was already betrayed?
Well, I don't want to accuse your brother of anything, but I guess Madam Withers already did. So...
It's okay. I already accuse your sister of many things. I think you are more than welcome to accuse my brother of many things as well.
But maybe the fortune telling's just wrong, because I mean, I don't know. It just seems like maybe there's room for error there with your situation.
Well, Madam Williams also, and now that you know all of this, I didn't want to... it's very difficult to be like, I'm not in my timeline kind of thing. Not that it's a big deal, I guess, since I live to be 500 years old, so it's not as dramatic as I thought it would be, so, but, you know, whatever. But, it's still a little awkward. But when I was with Madam Withers, she knew I was not... I was out of place, you know. And she told me there was someone I had to find. And I wrote his name down. MK, who is from my timeline.
You know them?
I know of him.
Who is he?
He is connected to the request, to her medallion that we give her. I was trying to find out more information. It seemed so strange, you know, with Starlight telling us, you know, all of the details about getting the artifact and if it was enchanted or not. So I asked, you know, where did that request originally come? And it was from him, who happens to be in our home. I'm originally from the forests of our home.
Oh, and that's where we're headed.
Yes, which would, you know, line up perfectly with my brother stabbing us in the back if he still resides there.
Oh.
I wonder if his wife is still around too. Or if she died.
Is the niece in question his daughter?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sylvie is your name.
She doesn't want to say what she's thinking of, so instead she's just sitting there with this, like, thoughtful face.
Like I said, I've already, you know, insulted your sister up and down. And I have a card of my brother literally stabbing me on the floor, dead. So, hit me with your best shot, as they say.
Maybe... I don't know what happened with you and your niece, but if it did go bad, maybe that's why he would want to. Points at the card. I mean, I hope not. But...
No, you're right. I could see him blaming me. The Fae are strange things.
Do you remember much about when you were in the Feywild? How did that happen? You don't have to say.
It's just a lot. And I want to be supportive of you and this journey, so I'm not sure how much information on the past. But When you had mentioned that the creature who harmed your father, kidnapped people, but returned them. We had something similar in my village where a fake creature kidnapped children, but did not return them.
That's awful.
Sylvie was one of them. So I chased after, stumbled into the Feywild, and stumbled back out over 100 years later.
I'm sorry that happened.
I'm sorry you lost your mom and your dad is, well, in a coma, essentially.
It was very brave of you to follow, though. People keep, accusing you of things and saying you did a bad job or failure or whatever, but I think chasing someone to basically a whole other world is pretty brave.
Let's just hope following someone to another side of the world has a better ending this time, huh?
It will.
By this point, the two of you do see Jaime and Stellar both combined effort lifting up this sort of this barrel. Jaime seems to be putting in most of the work. As Stellar kind of brings it over and bringing it over to the wagon, waves you down and just goes, "Hey, food, not infected by me."
Oh, good, your feet sweat is not on it. I couldn't eat that stuff in the other. That barrel is all you. All your food, that one in there, this one is ours.
The horses.
That was the plan. You're welcome for being so thoughtful.
You are welcome.
Jaime seems a bit in thought, but you do see that he is doing a little you know how people flip coins in their hands throughout their knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it with a silver coin. A silver piece. It doesn't seem to be affecting him. He just goes, sorry for taking so long. Are we ready?
I think so.
Yeah, me and Jaime talked over a couple of things, and well, we gotta bring up, we gotta kind of brush up on what happened yesterday, but we're gonna go ahead and completely ignore the last 2-3 hours, because that's just really weird, and I feel like that's something for you too, to be honest.
Okay. Great.
Well, I'll start moving if we're ready then.
Yeah. She kind of walks by the horses, and you see that she just maintains a good distance from them. You see Marquis turns his head fast, and then still kind of jumps and just goes, "Okay, I don't know how to deal with these things." Jaime gets into the back of the wagon, looking at the silver coin, before Stellar goes ahead and just gets up front takes a front seat. Before she goes, I don't know what these horses are gonna do. She jumps into the back instead. You can never tell what they're thinking.
Are you nervous?
I'm just not the biggest fan. You know? I thought they were really cool, and then that one just really looked at me. I just never know what animals are doing. You know?
Well, they're really nice. I know Claude talked to them.
Reginald is debatable about being nice. Maki is fine.
I really like Reginald.
Well, he's your
My
buddy.
horse.
Yeah, she's your buddy, so that's fine, of course.
I don't live in the same world as you two do, apparently.
No, what world do you and your sister live in?
I see you've chosen your language very carefully there.
Starts
Why
driving.
don't you huck on the way? There we go.
Oh, look, we're on the way. We should be moving.
That is like the best tag team of Jean-Claude and Cecilia to date.
She leans back into her chair. Takes a deep breath and goes, well, I've been doing nothing but kind of prying on you, so well, Jaime, if you ever want to interrupt me and get any distractions there, that'd be really nice. She gives a smile his way, but Jaime just kind of goes, oh, I'll just go after you. My story is plain, though maybe it's not as plain as I thought. Okay, so I assume as you're bringing the wagon downwards, and you can catch the valley, the side of the valley
Steep
here,
hill.
moving past the tent hill and going towards the right direction. Stellar goes, yeah, I have an older sister. Yeah, next question.
What is your world like? It is not like ours, so more metropolitan, perhaps?
You said you're from
I
Anacrod?
Yeah, I lied. I mean, I did live there for a bit, but that's not really where I'm from. It says I already went ahead and told Jaime first, but this is all. But that was more of a because we're adventuring mates together, and for me and you, it just feels like it's kind of like I owe you.
No, it's... I feel like it's not... If it's not relevant and you're not comfortable, it's not important. I mean,
But-
I'm curious, but you don't have to.
But for our safety, if there's someone who is after you, or if you're on the run from something, that would help to know. So if it comes to bite us in the ass, we have context.
The funny thing is, actually, that could be the case
Oh, great.
if my dad cared.
Oh, your dad might be looking for you.
Hmm.
How to elaborate? Does your dad not want you to be a bard?
My dad doesn't want me to be a lot of things. But I'm all the way out here. All the way across the continent. Made my journey. I'm from the Solarian Empire.
Oh, aren't
Oh.
they pretty strict there? Pretty tough?
Yeah, they are. They're a bit austere, a bit, a bit corrupt, a bit pain in the ass.
Oh, corruption.
I'm just kidding. They're very corrupt. They are unbelievably
Tasty.
corrupt.
Oh
Terrible.
boy. Okay.
Heading there ultimately. The two of us. I mean,
But my dad kind of runs the place.
like
Your
the
dad is
whole
the emperor?
place?
No. This is a pretty huge thing. Hey, don't tell anyone I told you this, okay? This is like super trust. Incredible trust between all of us here.
Oh, God. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, well, so, the Solarian Empire, they have this whole thing where, like, there's the Empress, and then there's the Empress's enforcer that has, like, all of the legislation and stuff and armies and stuff. That's my dad.
Your dad is like the general of like all the armies.
Arbiter?
Oh, Jesus.
That's the official title, the Arbiter, but I just call him Dad.
Oh,
Okay.
a big deal. Is this the one Amelia met?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Arbiter Lunatum
He gave me a dagger.
was a white tiefling.
Yeah, I thought I remembered that. He gave me a dagger in the other game, and then he gave another dude a dagger at my school, and then he cornered me in my room and started cutting my face with it. Freaking jerk.
The other dude,
Anyways.
not the Arbiter.
I know, not the Arbiter, but he gave
I
the
was
dagger
like,
to the dude who did it to me.
whoa.
He did it with
Okay.
the Arbiter's dagger, so
'Cause
her dad's
JT
dagger.
JT's freaking the fuck out in the chat is all I'm saying.
What? Yeah, he's played a Solarian Empire game too.
Okay, so that's big news, Stellar.
Okay, I'll make it.
Thank you for sharing.
I'll make it quick.
Oh, there's
So-
more.
Are you like royalty, kind of?
In a way. In a way. It's really complicated, actually. But maybe my dad isn't looking for me. Maybe he doesn't even know that I'm gone. So I think I'm just all on my own out here. So like I said, I'm gonna make it quick. So basically, I grew up there, yada yada yada. Me and my sister, growing up to be, in Dad's image. I didn't really care about that. A young and wild, the young sister, yada yada yada. I joined this group, and I think if people knew I was in it, I'd be in jail or something. But we're called the Soothe Masons. It says not a real big deal. It's just they're a group of, like, they expose corruption and they tell the truth to everyone and they find the truth behind every situation and things like that. There's nothing like that in the Empire because, if I have to guess, they have a really good, like, system where, like, if anybody does that, they go to jail and die.
Oh, you are an investigative journalist.
Yeah, but, like, here in Cadvarum, all the way on the other side of the continent, because I thought I could use anything to do any bit of good. So I went to the Bard College here and did all of that, and I did a bit of that, and eventually I just kind of broke away from it, and now I'm here with Jaime, trying to just strike it out and finally do something with my life. It's
Your
very
dad
simple.
just doesn't care.
He's really busy. He's really busy not being a dad. That's it. Yeah, very simple, you know. Bards was basically great storytellers, but I just feel like there wasn't really much there for me to say. So, yeah. Next, anyone?
Oh, um, it's probably not really relevant, but I was wondering, how did you cast those spells without any focus?
Notice that, huh?
What? I did not even know this.
Yeah, so bards, they do this whole thing where, like, you know, arcane they can manipulate it through the they can manipulate the weave with how they express themselves and things like that, but focus is needed. I don't need that because here's another great twist. Write a book, people. I have a really special blood inside of me.
Like a sorcerer?
Like, she pulls on her, like, shirt down a little bit.
Hey, whoa, easy.
Shut up. And then she goes. And you see that there is a sort of like an insignia emblazoned onto her skin. It seems natural. It's a formation of like shapes and such. It doesn't like signify that, like, there's no animal, there's no letter. It's just like looks like a letter of some sort from like an ancient language or something.
Sick tattoo.
Dragon mark.
Sick mark of dragon tattoo.
She pulls it back up. Yeah, my blood's kind of messed up. Just got it during some time when I was born. Saw my sister do something, and there it was. I'm not forthcoming with the details. I just figured that I've spent a lot of time talking already, so.
Yeah.
But
Timmy, have I ever heard of dragon marks before?
that's completely on if you would want to do that. Cecilia would read like common medical books. It's not in anything like that.
Jean-Claude has no fucking clue.
Nothing in like storybooks either.
Reading storybooks about other like countries and like old hero stories, like you definitely hear about dragon marks, yeah.
Okay.
The original 12 dragon marks and the blessings and what they wrought and things like that. All heroic stories.
She does good. I've only ever read about like big important heroes having dragon marks in like faraway places.
It ain't like that.
No.
It ain't great.
Oh. I'm sorry then.
No. It's okay. Just look at everything over here. Look at that. I have it covered up for a reason. Stellar of the stars is what I want you to remember me by, okay?
Yeah.
An annoyingly talented bard.
Disgustingly talented bard. Thank you.
Ew.
Exactly.
Why did you pick that name, by the way? I was wondering. Or if you don't want to say right now either.
Because it's mine. maybe for like the first time in a while, I've had something that was mine. I've had something that people know me. That's mine. If that makes sense.
I think it's really nice.
Thank you. I think you're really nice.
You look like a stellar also, so.
It really worked out, didn't it?
It is appropriate that a star would follow the moon.
Damn, that's good.
What can I say?
Maybe you should try being a bard captain.
No. Jaime, you talk now.
Oh, he holds onto the silver coin, rubbing with his thumb. He just goes, well, I've been truthful about my origins at most. I'm from Lucron. I'm from the Order of the Flowing Vine. I've mostly been inside of the monastery my entire life. My only real interaction with travelers was when I was drinking with them. I mean, I wasn't completely confined within the monastery. I was just within the town, but I've heard stories about what happened to people if they travel outside of the town at night. But I got to a certain age where I just believed those stories weren't really real. I wanted to see it for myself. So, I just set out one night. Away from the meisters, away from just the head monks. I mean, I did find some resistance in the night, but I can take care of it. I was taught for it. And I just haven't gone back. I just kept walking. There was so much of the world that I wanted to see. I wanted to see the ocean first. But I took a wrong turn. Maps are still going in and out on me, but I'm armed with the ability to make friends. Well, I think I can drink with the best of them. I can outdrink some of the best of them. What does that mean? Stella just slaps it down. What's wrong with you?
You're still going the wrong way for the ocean, by the way. That's kind of closer to where I'm from.
I know that. But I just want to go and travel and adventure and find what's truly out there and protect and do good. Things I couldn't do in the monastery. We drank. Says I wanted to spread the message, but we only could do that to travelers and. I've just begun to understand maybe why my life was the way it was. People talk about their childhoods and such, and I can't really remember that. I thought because my life was dull, but people still remember the dull parts. I just have a lot of questions. Is all from this last 24 hours. Lots happened.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what they were hiding from me.
Must be kind of scary.
Werewolf seems a bit out of the world.
Probably not that.
I thinking
Right.
more were otter. Like, like a little...
Well, maybe not anything like that. Maybe just.
I
I
would
don't
rather be a
know.
were-otter.
Like a were squirrel. Like cute and fuzzy.
Or maybe nothing where.
Maybe nothing
Maybe
where
just-
to.
Maybe just otter.
Stella goes,
Maybe not
hey, Captain.
that either.
That's long and thick of it.
Well, apparently you're not the only one to be harmed by the moon.
I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen the moon many times.
He looks at Cecilia.
It just never had something like that had an effect on me. Ever.
This isn't going to help really, probably, but I looked through some letters that my sister had written and not finished, which are in the bag because this bag is hers. That's why they were written there, by the way. But in one of the letters, she was writing that she was scared of what the moon was doing to people. And that she couldn't get any answers from our goddess. So maybe it's connected to that.
Stellar just goes, it seems awfully coincidental that in that case we would even cross paths with you.
It's very coincidental that I crossed paths with Jean-Claude, too.
I've literally been assigned to help her with this.
I was just being drowned in the forest, and then he was there, and I didn't drown, so that was
That was a
probably the
positive.
best way that could have gone.
Yeah, no, that was a good thing. That was a positive way to end the day. Not being drowned in the pond. Mm-hmm.
Jaime goes, that's not a good thing. But I'm glad that the two of you found each other.
We made it work.
The two of you seem to have good synergy if you've been traveling with each other for long.
How many days?
Stellar looks at you, Cecilia, with a look.
Some
2? 3?
3
3 days?
Yeah, 3.
It's pretty good.
Jaime goes, oh, you've been traveling for 3 days together. Well, me and Stellar have been traveling for longer, but just the two of you are already experienced in your own right. I mean, how long have the two of you been traveling individually? His eyes avert to Cecilia.
Well, I met him at his station in the forest. So, he's been traveling since he met me. But he's
We are
traveled
not-
before, right?
Not really. I'm not. I've never adventured before. I stayed rooted in one place.
That's not bad. I mean,
But what about when you went to the... She starts saying... I don't know if you could have...
That was a very short time traveling.
Oh.
Well, long time. Well, no.
where
Was
did you
it?
travel? Cecilia leans in. All right. No, I get it.
You know, I traveled in my mind. to places
She casts message
I
on
have
Cecilia.
never seen before. I want adventure in
You
the
see,
great wide
her
open.
tail-
I want
hold
it
on.
more than
Her
I
tail-
can tell.
Her tail perks up and points towards Cecilia behind her back, and you just hear Cecilia goes, "Where did he come from?"
And for once, it might be grand to have someone
Well, he just trusted me with this
understand.
information, and now I feel like I'd be betraying him to tell you. So
I
Oh,
want
don't know, he's
so
very
much
secretive.
more
If it's gonna make
than
you feel bad, never
they
mind.
have planned.
Oh, if it's important, but I think it's kind of personal, to be honest. Like, it was kind of tied up with something very personal, it sounds
I
like.
came from a little town, just a quiet village. Every day was like the one before. It was a
Hey,
little
Captain.
town. Yes. Full of little people.
You're really you're a real romantic, aren't you?
No. The romance is dead. Look at me. I'm old. Well past my time.
Jaime goes, "Well, there's always time for romance. It's never too late for you."
Shut up, Amy.
I'm being serious.
Where are you going with this shimmer of the starlight?
Did you do that one on purpose? Because you got it half right last time.
He goes,
I'm gonna-
shh, Celia.
I'm gonna wait for you to say it right.
No. I will not. Until you've earned it.
Why should someone have to earn you
So I
saying
to-
their name
So I
right?
told you that Sailor of the Stars was mine, and it's a really cool identity, and then you decide not to call me that.
Oh, fine, Stealer of the Stars.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And your stupid backstory. Now I have to say it right. Just, yeah.
I thought my backstory was kind of epic, and Jaime goes, "You didn't really tell it in a epic way, Jaime."
No, you played it down a lot.
What are the two of you on each other's side now? What the hell's going on? It's just an observation. I wasn't trying to.
This is what happens when you say, "Okay, you're romantic." No.
I did think your story was really interesting, but you did leave out a lot too. But for understandable reasons.
Well,
I'm sure
because
just-
other people, I want to share the sharing stuff with other people. I told you all the important details.
It's also hard. Like, I've never been a dad, so I don't know
And
to talk about dads.
and it's really great because you guys aren't dwelling on it. Like, oh, we have some Empire royalty next to us. Oh, is that a mass murderer? Oh, she's part of the super rebel group that's supposed to undermine the current monarchy of the kingdom that we're living in. You know, just like, you guys don't dwell on that. It's effective storytelling. That's what I wanted.
We were trying to make sure that the moon doesn't explode everyone or do whatever, so... But the good point. We should focus more on that.
Did you
Okay.
have any questions for us?
We just sound so tired!
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Jaime goes, well, I guess we can start light. Cecilia, how long have you been adventuring?
Well, it's not like I'm completely inexperienced. There's a lot of things I've done at home that have prepared me to adventure. So, but I just left about 3.5 or a quarter days ago.
Okay, 3.25.
Oh.
Good average.
I don't mean when you started adventuring with Jean-Claude. I meant when you started on your own.
Yeah, I met Jean-Claude about 3 days ago, and I started a few hours before that because I left really early in the morning, like past midnight. And by the time we met, it was about daytime. It
was daytime, but it was also nighttime. Remember, it was the weird like.
It got
Yeah.
suddenly dark, but only we could see the moon, and it suddenly turned to night. It was very strange.
It was interesting.
You see Stellar and Jaime look at each other.
But I know a lot about adventuring because my sister does it a lot. So I've heard a lot about the
Obviously,
stories.
you are very qualified, Cecilia.
not-
Obviously, you've seen her.
All right,
Kick-ass girl boss
Cecilia,
moves.
it's not a one for one thing. It is. I've only met you for like basically a day. You have taken on like so much stuff.
I mean, it's just an adventuring thing, right? Could happen to anyone.
There's a bit of a pause before Stellar goes, Cecilia, there's a difference between hearing about everything and then being thrusted into it. Now, I understand you're trying to be brave, but you gotta take this slowly.
Okay.
I can't go slowly right now. And it's not just the hearing about things, it's I know how to use a weapon, I know magic, I know stuff like that too, which also helps. But I can't slow down soon when we're so close to home because I don't.
Who was that guy we all fought in the inn?
That is a good question.
Don't know exactly.
He just screamed and he seemed very familiar with the both of you.
Yeah, but we do not know him.
I think it was the same creature that we fought the day before. He was a scarecrow then, though. Very different. It was the one basically when I was going through the forest, I heard someone screaming and I ran to go help them, and someone's leg was caught in a bear trap. But when I walked up to them, they just fell to straw, and this scarecrow creature with like that black smoke was behind me, and I tried to run away, but it like made my body freeze up, and then it tried to drown me in a pond. But I'm okay because Claude came, so.
Well, it came back in another form, which was the one you saw that I valiantly defeated. But it also seems to be working with Cecilia, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they mention others?
Mention what?
Others?
Others? Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
So, it seems there is a crew of who we do not know their origins. We know that they do not like Cecilia having the moon.
They knew that. She realizes this is probably new information to the other two. She goes, the first one didn't expect me. He expected my sister. Obviously, yesterday, though, they knew better what to expect.
You remember what I said yesterday before we headed off to bed? Well, you know the obstacles in front of you. But, Cecilia, this is crazy. It's really crazy. And I know you feel like you want to do that. I know what it feels like to want to take action and take control of your life. And I'm cheering you on.
I think I'm
But
stupid.
if...
But you think I'm stupid?
No. Something similar. I think you're brave. You're really brave. But being brave makes you run into things and you think with your heart and you don't think. That guy shot up the place. He did things I've never seen, and you had to I saw that you had to reach down really deep to really beat that guy away. If people are chasing you and they're drowning you and shooting you and punching people through out of windows, then we're at the home goal here. How much worse is it gonna get? I know you're trying to be brave, and I know you want to do the things you do, and I want you to do that too, because I'm just cheering for you. But I think you should know how scared you should be, just so you can know better how to tackle things properly. That's why I'm saying you should take things a bit slower. You know?
I don't know if there's a way I can slow everything down. Do you think I should just... You want me to just give up or go home?
I think a few people want that. It's tough. I want you to do this thing. I want to write ballads about it. I want to see stories unfold and sing about it, but I don't want those stories to abruptly end either. You know?
Okay. No, what the fuck is wrong, man? This is the second person of the day who has put doubt in your mind.
I can't just go home. And
Jaime goes, well, danger may come, but I'll be here to help you.
you don't have to.
I know I don't. I don't have to do anything.
I just... If I went home, I'd be leaving it to my sister, and... I mean, maybe she's better at it, or... But... Honestly, with everything I've seen, it just makes me... want her to do it even less. She doesn't want to keep doing this. She didn't want to go.
Why didn't she want to go?
She told me the last one would be the last one. And she was gone for 9 months that time. And when she came back, the shards ended up in our town, and they were like, "Oh, you're the champion of the moon. It's meant for you." And I overheard her arguing with the prioress of the temple, and she was only back for a day, and I'm kind of alone there. I mean, I'm not alone, but my dad's there. Like if she's there, though, she's not alone. She has our dad, but she has her boyfriend, and I mean, I don't really have any good friends there, really. I mean,
Jaime goes, but you're not there.
I just think she deserves to have a break and to try to, like, live her life the way she wants to do it and not just for everybody else. And I'm so tired of being there alone.
I think that same advice to your sister is one you're giving to yourself. We've seen enough warriors lead adventuring lives. It's the healer's turn.
And that's the other thing I thought. I thought maybe if I go... Well, I don't remember if you heard a lot, but our dad, he's been in a coma for 2 years. And she's been looking for a solution or something to help, but she's not a healer. I mean, she knows some healing spells, but she's not like a healer, and I've been practicing and learning at the temple, and I thought maybe if I went, I'd be able to find something she might not notice. It'd just be better this way.
That explains the talking everything from your bag. I'm still caught up on a lot of the stuff, but yeah, I can't really relate, but I see it. I used to have family that I wish I could do anything for. And that's gone. So it's just me here now. But about everything I said earlier, at the end of the day, obviously your heart is what brought you here so far. I can't. Jaime can't. No one here can tell you what to do. So, maybe just forget everything I said and you just listen to yourself. I didn't know my younger sister very well, but in my head, I want her to be someone like you, you know? I think she would have been if she grew up.
I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything. You have nothing to apologize for. And I think maybe a good thing to do, and I don't know, I think this only applies to me, but you should start finding ways to make the world apologize to you.
What do you mean?
You know, if you are part of a really broken system, your dad's killed a lot of people, you look all the lies you hear, you know, every lie you tell accrues a debt to the truth. You make the world fall to you. You make the world tell you things. You shake the world. You shake everything you can out of the world and learn everything about it that way. That's a very forceful way of learning about it. Maybe it doesn't apply to you, actually. It works for me. It's just you've been treated this way for a long time. And now it's just
And
time
it's
for you
not.
to, rebel, basically.
Please?
I guess.
Your
It's
milk.
not like-
She stole a bag. How is it not rebelling? You stole pieces of the moon. She is rebelling. This is rebellion. This entire.
Like I was like treated bad or anything. I just
No, you weren't.
and I'm not complaining about taking care of my dad because I would do that every day for the rest of his life.
I'm saying the circumstances
But,
were bad. Life has dealt you a bad hand.
Yeah.
You turn it around now. And you deal your own. I mean, that's what you're doing, right? Jaime goes, I'm following along mostly.
I'm ready to. I'm off. I'm out. I'm not Jaime. I'm not.
But I understand wanting to break out. I don't have the strong reasons you do. But I'm out here all the same. Wanting to explore and interact with the world that I've heard so much about in books and such. So in that we are very similar.
Before everything with my dad happened and stuff too, I always wanted to leave and see more too. But my sister was adventuring and she didn't want to bring a little kid with her, obviously. And then after everything with my dad happened, I just had to stay there. I just want this to be better for both of us. For her and me. Even though she's definitely going to think that this is terrible, and she's probably panicking and freaking out, and she's probably following us even though I told her to stay there and take care of Dad.
She might not be following us. Let's look at the positive. She may be staying with your dad.
But,
I bet she's super mad.
yeah, probably. She's a lot more, she can be more hot-headed, I guess you could say.
And she will get over it. It is your turn. You are 18 years old.
I just keep thinking, too, about how scared she must be and how panicked she probably is. But then I try not to feel bad about that because I'm like, well, it's also scary for me when she leaves. So
Yeah, no shit. You
maybe
had to do it for years.
maybe it's only fair, but then I also just feel bad because that's bad. But also it's like she could go be with her boyfriend or whatever. I mean, like, I know she wanted to have kids one day and she's getting so old. She's like 26. She says.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, I guess she's ancient. Heaven forbid.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
there,
though.
There are people I know around that age, and they can barely move, and they're cranky.
No,
barnacles.
sure. Yeah, they're just walking
Cranky
corpses at this point.
Yeah, you're telling me. I saw that's one of them did hip moves, and I heard all their hips just broke in 2 places.
Yeah, that's what happens when you pass the mid-20s. Just
Oh.
death awaits you.
Oh, Captain, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I am undead, actually, based on your, your machinations of the body and age and stupidity, because you are children, all of you.
Oh,
Shut up.
I love
Cecilia.
you too.
Ew. Cecilia, if you spend most of your life, of which you only have 18 years, looks at Stellar.
Oh,
I'm the one who
hi,
called it old, and now Stellar's getting blamed.
Oh, hi, Captain. You've aged. Jaime puts down the finger.
If you spend most of your life, of which is limited apparently, trying to please others, it's going to be fucking miserable.
Yeah, fuck other
I'm
people.
sorry to say. No, I'm saying. Dear God.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, you're not, but it's fine. I am saying, put on your life vest before helping others. You cannot save people if you are drowning yourself. So please, put yourself first, because no one else will.
You see Atheist rise from the back. That's what I've been saying.
Get
I'm kidding.
the
I'm
fuck
kidding.
back in
I'm
the
kidding.
back. He slaps you down.
I'm kidding.
Atheist, you communicated it in a horrible way.
My sister, she would. But I agree. And that's what I need to keep thinking. I mean, it's not that I'm doubting or things. I mean, obviously a little, because I mean, like, that's what we've been talking about, but like, I feel like this is right, and I feel like I can do it.
I know you can. Where else would I be assigned to protect you? I'm not here to fail.
Also, the moon, it told me it wanted me and not my sister too. That was like probably
That is
one of
what
the
I was saying. Has
That was-
anyone?
That was one of the smallest reasons to me, though, because I wanted to do it anyways.
That's not, well, it's not small because I literally was sent to you, not your other sister. And if the moon has chosen you, then the moon has picked you. And now we are done with the sister thing because she can fuck off with her boyfriend and she can take care of that for once.
All right, the moon spoke to you. This is I'm learning a bunch of things.
Oh. Yeah.
Jaime
it
goes,
did.
I also heard it speak to her too. What is all these new stuff between?
I
everyone?
heard it, but it was nothing special.
It just made him interested in coming.
Yeah,
With me.
that's all.
And so my sister had left it in the house, and then I told her she should go see her boyfriend before she had to leave the next day, and we'd catch up all night. So I looked, which is kind of crazy thinking about it now that she just left it on like a counter in my house with me and Dad.
Maybe she
Oh.
meant for you to find it. Maybe this is only a plot twist.
That had to be purposeful, or else that would just be really irresponsible.
You'd think, but also maybe she's just kind of irresponsible from time to time.
I mean, there was a cat and a talking skull.
Maybe she knew. Maybe this is her way of giving it to you. Maybe she's tired of the adventuring life and she's like, I know I would be.
Maybe, but I really doubt it. Oh god, this is going to make me sound like a terrible person, I think. I made her something to help her sleep.
Oh my god.
Oh, good for you.
I told her
Good
what it
for
was
you.
because I just told her I just wanted her to make sure she got really good sleep before she went on her adventure, and then I went into her room and I took her armor and I took her stuff, except for some of the stuff I left behind that I thought that she might need. So
That is the kind of that's what we need, Cecilia. That is the adventure we need on this adventure.
Jaime nods and he goes, classic. and wait, and you see, so just wait, what? What do you mean, Jaime?
is that what you did?
Yes, basically. I've invited them all to
Okay.
tea time and they all drink a sleep reducer. I put double to make sure that they were all very asleep.
Okay, you two are fucking nuts, but okay.
I was going to say that makes me feel a lot better because
No,
I thought it was really mean.
Wow!
Jaime,
Is there
take it back.
something in my tea? I don't know if I want to accept beverages from you two poison ales.
I told her what it was. I just lied about the reason.
It's a good thing I have detect poison spell on me because now I'll be drinking my tea every day. Any day you guys don't want to have conflict with me, just set me
More
to
like
sleep.
a medicine than a poison.
Yeah, it's more of a
Oh, you
medicine.
fuck else!
It's very smooth. You wouldn't even know.
Do me a favor. If you guys ever want to put me to sleep to do something, why don't you talk about it with me first before slipping something into my fucking
I
tea?
wouldn't just drug you.
No, I wouldn't.
Well,
do that.
no. It's a common thing apparently with you young people.
Stella goes, it's not a common thing between young people. I don't do that. No one does. And I don't know a lot of young people who do that. That's
I feel like if I had to guess who was most likely to do it outside of, me, who I know already
my
had
goodness,
done it, I
don't-
probably
don't-
would have guessed.
don't. I know what you're gonna say.
Do you want me to teach you how?
No.
Okay, I should have guessed that.
You know, I wrote things today. She's like, you're gonna teach me how to drug someone.
Well, I know. I just mean you said something about how you needed help sleeping, and that actually is kind of what I used it for mostly. So
Oh.
I
that's
could
what was
help by
thinking
just
of.
bash people over the head. Done. They go sleepy.
Oh, Captain, you are great.
I could do it to you right now. Are you ready? Here we
No.
go.
I get a concussion.
Night night.
No.
Real quick, an important thing. Guns. Top on all these other important things, I guess. Me and Jaime talked earlier, and Jaime goes, "No, I've made up my mind." Are you sure? Yeah. this is really important to you, you know? And he just goes, me and Stellar here spoke earlier about me potentially going back towards my monastery to get some answers about what's happening. Though I don't think it's anything serious, so I don't think there's any justification to go back. If we did, we would have to split away from the both of you. But for now, this seems like the kind of journey that both me and Stella wanted to seek out on in the first place.
Really?
We've spent months performing tasks, quests, and such, and while it's been fun, we found something that's long-standing and purposeful. We've met only last night, and I know this seems really strange, but if you will have me, I would love to come along and be of assistance and help.
I'm worried.
It's nothing.
About
Truly.
what I'm carrying hurt you.
Perhaps it was something else. We were in the heat of the moment.
I really like having you. I mean, it hasn't been long, but I think so. But I am worried about that. And, well, everything else. You saw how dangerous it was. And I know that's why you want to come. You want to, too, Stellar?
I do. But I'm also worried. There's nothing to be worried about.
Why don't we cross the bridges when we get to it, okay? There is so much that happens in an adventurer's life that they cannot be predicted. We have no idea what will happen tomorrow. I had no idea that I would impersonate a guard and then basically stage a prison break. That is not something that I, as a Groven Guard member, should ever do, but it
You should
happened.
do that more often. That was really great.
No, I won't. I'm going to get written up for that one for sure.
Jaime goes, I don't want to go to prison again. That was bad.
That was not exciting or fun. Regardless, you two worry what? We will solve the issue when we get there. This is a long journey and a narrow road. And no one is alone. Which is much better than how we all started off.
No one's alone. Exactly what Captain said. I mean, we really want to do a gut check. Maybe sometime tonight we can test the boundaries of what bringing out the moonstones can actually do.
Beyond
Let's just
that,
make...
too,
Yeah, go Cecilia.
if you were something like a were creature, not that I think you are, I have a spell that will show the true form of someone if they are a shape changer of some sort. I don't know if that would work where if like someone were a werewolf, they'd have to be in their werewolf form and it'd show them the human form, or if it works the other way. But it's something we could try.
I'm willing.
I also have a spell that would whip your ass if you try to do anything weird in your other film.
Good to know.
I will throw paws with an octail. I have no qualms.
Stella goes, yeah, I'll knock you out too, but like, probably not because Captain does.
Well,
I'm willing, but that's later.
all right. We should make it to town by tonight. So there's that. And hopefully actually get to stay there all night. The horses really need it.
JC, give me a perception check.
Ooh, should not be me.
I
but
am the one
okay.
driving. Oh, pretty good.
19. Jesus, that's the highest I will ever roll on perception.
In the midst of this conversation, while Cecilia is speaking, above you, you see a flock of hawks, messenger hawks. You could tell by the shackles on their, not shackles, but the tags on their legs and the messages they're carrying. The multiple hawks carrying messenger bottles flying above, heading straight.
Should I shoot them down?
No.
Never mind.
Why would you do that?
Because they have messages that we could potentially read.
What are their
I don't
messages?
know. I don't know. I am thinking ahead. Come on. I've already broken out of jail. I was thinking like a rebel would.
Don't murder animals.
No, okay, well, I could always
Poor
call
birds.
them down. Give me
I
your
guess
information.
You could do that.
What's the
Give it to
point?
me.
It's probably none of our business.
I don't know. I see messenger hawks and that is what I communicate to you. I'm not sure how to interpret that. It's not my job here.
I mean, I guess if you wanted to see if it was the town communicating that, some wanted convicts ran away, probably ahead.
So we're going to shoot them down?
Not shoot,
No.
maybe just try to call them, maybe, but
Okay,
also probably
alright. Alright, all I'm saying is I am wasting a spell as opposed to a crossbolt, but for you I will do this. And I'll
not.
cast
Can't you also just because to understand them, you have to cast Speak with Animals, but they can already understand you.
Yeah, they might just not give a fuck. I could
Sure.
try. I'll try Beast of Leaf and Speech first. I'll go, hey, you Belt, come here for a second. I have a snack for you.
It's kind of far. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Damn it.
I mean, I think I have No, I don't have thaumaturgy. I was going to amplify your voice, but I can't.
Nope. Persuasion at disadvantage.
Yes.
Never mind. We're not doing that, I guess.
That's a natural one.
Does it make them angry?
Not only was it, I rolled a 1 and I rolled a 2, so no, we don't get to see the birdies. Yep, they're gone. Well, I could have shut it down, but it's
I
fine.
don't want to shoot them down.
I'm glad you didn't.
That's probably nothing anyways.
Anyway, no, nothing of great importance that I notice in the sky. The only time I notice any fucking thing.
You can have a D6 inspiration.
It's okay. I don't need it.
Maybe take it just in case you need it.
I'll take it just in case that I don't need it.
Stella goes, oh, Captain, my Captain.
Shut the fuck. No, I don't want it. No, I'm not taking it.
I think you really like the song I'm gonna make about you.
I really, really don't ever want to hear it. Ever, Stellar of the Stars, please keep it as far away from me as possible.
It's not subtle because I'm up front, but I try to put my hand in between the side where Claude is, and I go, I do though.
Oh my god, Cecilia. Do you have any idea what you are doing to me?
I think a song about you would be really good.
Oh my god. The shit I do for you? You fucking owe me, okay? You fucking owe me the moon and back and more. Stellar of the Stars, continue to inscribe my greatness in song.
Jean-Claude, the brawn. To him,
Jesus.
you will fawn.
Okay, nope. You can just stop. You can stop.
Jean-Claude, the brawn. And just kind of like, just for everyone
No,
else.
no, I do not want to cheerlead out.
To him,
You will fawn.
Nope, I'm going to puke all over you.
Jean-Claude,
Jean-Claude.
the
I'm
brawn.
going to
And
puke
Jaime
on
starts
your
running as
face.
well.
I'm going to
As-
yak all over you
As the camera
and spit
pans
in your
back,
face.
As the camera pans back to the increasing louder Jean-Claude, the brawn, and also the protest of I will fucking vomit in your face. The defiant act and the threats that threaten the violent acts, that defiant acts, ring out as the wagon passes through the crowned Jackal Valley. That's where we're gonna end this game for now.
Woo.
Woohoo!
We did all the talking.
We did all the talking. Now we have all the talking bits out.
Wah, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's a light session, and chat didn't get to see my haircut.
Next session, though.
JT here. You could show JT.
JT. Oh, okay, JT. I was gonna show him, but he said F off. I'm kidding.
Don't
I'm
worry.
kidding.
It's
love
coming.
You. I love you, buddy.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching. I don't even want to see it now.
Oh, you tsundere.
Trust me, you do. You do want to see it. Fun's pass. As I've seen it.
JT, you little soon.
Yes, he is.
But thank you, thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Held a message for recent aggression.
Now that
We done.
those losers are gone, I can finally take this off.